Wow. Finally, there is a country in the world right now that actually the government support cryptocurrency, the market leader, Bitcoin. And guess what is the country? It's El Salvador. Today when I read on the news, they say El Salvador make Bitcoin legal. This is amazing news. It's blowing my mind for the future of cryptocurrency. And let me tell you why. So in the news, they say that right now the law is passed. So that means many business, all of the business in El Salvador, they able to accept Bitcoin in their business. That's the first thing. Wow, all the business can accept Bitcoin in their business in El Salvador. Second thing in here is all the business transaction online, offline, they can use Bitcoin to pay, and it's legal in El Salvador, okay? And on top of that, listen to this. So if anyone who making profit through trading Bitcoin, cryptocurrency in El Salvador, they don't have to pay tax, okay? They don't have to pay that particular country tax, okay? In the United States, when we make the money, we have to pay tax. That country, you don't really have to for the state tax. That is a really big thing in El Salvador. So for me, this is my personal take. For me, I think for El Salvador as a country to accept the cryptocurrency, for them to accept Bitcoin as the market leader, I think this is a really big step for cryptocurrency. As I always say, cryptocurrency is the future, and as a matter of fact, sooner or later, the government around the world, they're going to accept Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. I'm going to talk a little bit about like what is the future of those coins going to look like if other countries start to accept Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. It become the mainstream. Everything in this world is become the mainstream by start little and little. I remember back then, okay, I remember back then like 5 to 7 years ago, anime, the people who watch an anime back then, it's like, it's not the cool thing. People don't really care about anime. They don't watch anime that much. And finally today, so many people, they care about anime, right? Every single time there's a convention, there are like thousands and thousands of people. They love to talk about anime. They love to wear stuff that relate to anime, and it's become so big right now in Japan and in the United States. But back then it wasn't cool. So why do I share the anime story? Because that's what happened to Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin, back then no one really believed into Bitcoin. It's not the cool thing. And later on right now, people invest into Bitcoin, but it's not accepted by the government, by the bank, by the institution yet. But I think eventually it will become the mainstream, like what happened in the anime world right now. So I think that the country like El Salvador, they accept Bitcoin, they accept cryptocurrency is the very important first step to the world, to let the world know that they're actually a small country. They accept Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. I think this is the really big step for the cryptocurrency. And I think based on that right now, if a country, a government accept Bitcoin legitimate in that country, I think other countries eventually, like China, other countries like, you know, for example, even like, you know, for example, the United States, Canada, UK, eventually all this country, they go into accept cryptocurrency, they go into accept Bitcoin, and later on, many of this country, they go into accept those coins as well, because those coins, the transaction is so much faster, easier, it's so convenient, and other countries start to open up more for cryptocurrency. It's kind of like cannabis back then. Back then, cannabis is illegal, and you cannot sell cannabis. And when it comes to cannabis, whoever used those kind of things is illegal, and people put them in jail and stuff like that. And guess what happens? Several years later on, a lot of states in the United States make cannabis become more legal, right? And more states start to make cannabis become legal, and eventually the federal is going to legalize the whole entire thing for cannabis. And I think when it comes to cryptocurrency, it's the same thing. Right now, the government not fully support yet, but eventually the government is going to open up more, because more senators, more House of Representatives, they're going to start to invest. More people in the Congress start to invest more into cryptocurrency. More normal people start to using it. More bankers start using it. And finally, the government, they're going to make it legal eventually, right? So I think the future for cryptocurrency is really bright. And if Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is really bright, that means Dogecoin is going to rise as well in the future. And good luck, guys, and always invest like a genius.